Hello and welcome back to the Battle Room. I'm the Battle Room, and today I'm joined by Raghav. How are you doing, buddy?
Doing good. Got a big final paper out the way. And ever since then, all I've been thinking about is Dondozo and Chuppa Cross.
So today we're gonna break down the finals of the first Scarlet and Violet finals between Chuppa and then Jiseok, who was a Korean player who was playing in the U.S. at the time.
Yeah, this game is actually so sick. This was the first regional that we had been to since COVID, right?
Or no. We had a break after Worlds, because we had the London Worlds that was after COVID, and then we had like a 3-4 month break, and then we started in January with Scarlet and Violet.
Oh, you're so right. This is the
Yeah.
first like full season.
Yeah, this is like the first
The
season.
beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. But yeah, this was a new format entirely, new Pokemon. So some of the teams might look a little crazy too, because even though we're still playing Scarlet and Violet, we don't have Flutterman, we don't have Urshifu, we don't have all these Pokemon, and we just saw some pretty crazy Pokemon to start off the format. Like both teams have a Meowscarada, I think.
Yep.
Meowscarada is just a crazy choice to me, considering like where we are in the format now. But back then, we didn't have Urshifu, so this shit can crit every time with Flower Trick. It's like I think the fastest thing in the format, pretty much. Super strong, protein. I don't know how to say it. That shit, very good ability. Especially with U-turn, it doesn't really matter that much that they nerfed it a little bit, right? Like it can only change type once now. I think it used to be like you could change every single move.
Right. Yeah. It used to be that way.
Yeah, but this team is also particularly sick. I remember knowing about it at the time because we're friends with Chuppa. It was a pretty popular like team in the underground, within our team building circles. This is the first tournament that anyone could ever bring Dondozo to, so I think this is like really important history right here. But yeah, the other sick part of the team was Palmot. So even if your Dondozo dies, the Palmot can just come back in and click Revival Blessing, and you have a second fucking Dondozo like morph. Same thing with Tatsugiri. You could play like pretty reckless with it and then just get it back. And then he kind of just rounded out the team with some more like standard, but still more aggressive choices like the AV Arcanine and Life Orb Goldie. And Meowscarada was just really cool to U-turn into. Like you can lead Meowscarada Dozo, Meowscarada Tatsugiri. You can see Tatsugiri has Soak with Scarf, so Soak Flower Trick is just really strong. So yeah, this is a really sick team at the first regional. And it's the beginning of like Dondozo's nightmare run.
Yeah, I think this was the format where Dondozo was like the strongest it ever was, especially because playing against it like without having a ton of reps like we do now, you didn't know what he could do or what options he had, so you just had to cover for so much, and it just made it like so frustrating to play against.
Yeah, like this one is rest order up like attack boosting, but there were so many fucking kinds. Terra Grass, Sub, like all that shit. You had to prepare for every single one. And we didn't have Amoonguss, we didn't have Incineroar, like there were so many new counters added to help against Dondozo, but at this point, we had nothing. Like we used weird shit. I had Curse Mimikyu. Like I had like really fucking weird mons just to beat Dondozo. Also, do you remember what they changed the nerf? I think before, Order Up would boost your stat even if you hit a Protect.
Yes, correct. So that it was like a bug that was not supposed to happen. So this was one of the tournaments that allowed like if you hit the Protect, you're getting boosted, which is actually really nuts. Like
Yeah, super important.
He was so broken. And yeah, those are like the big like Dondozo points. I felt like everyone needed to have like Clear Smog or Haze. Like everyone kind of felt the need to have one of those things. I know I used Garganackle to try and deal with him, which I don't think was that effective, really.
Especially depending on the Terra,
Yeah.
and your Terra too. So it gets really tricky. Like every Dozo counter existed, the Dozo players knew about it, and they were trying to counter that shit. So a lot less tools, which made for a really interesting format. And I mean, let's look at Jiseok's team and see what he might have to stop this fucking Dondozo.
So here we've got Jiseok's team, which at the time I would say wasn't like, it was a little bit known because I believe he topped the ladder. So some people knew about these 6 and like they started using text from this team like on other teams. I remember at the time, I myself was influenced by the Garganackle and the Tauros together. I thought that was really strong. And Baxcalibur, that's what I ran at the tournament, like because I was inspired by this team.
I don't remember. I think I might have ran the exact 6 or had a different Pokemon other than Meowscarada.
I think you did.
But
You subbed out Meowscarada at the time.
I think I had Arcanine. No, I didn't. I had Tauros. So I don't fully remember what my 6 was, but it was like almost identical. And this team had topped the ladder, but it still wasn't popular. Like this was a beautiful team. Like Jiseok, also for context at this point, was kind of an underground legend in the community. He had really strong online finishes during COVID. I think he did really well in the Players Cup, and was known for just building like amazing teams and doing really well in online tournaments, like consistently top of the ladder, winning global challenges. So yeah, this was kind of like one of his first in-person tournaments, if I'm remembering correctly. And I remember I was really hyped for this. And then he was just kind of tearing through it, just like proving that he's better than all of us. We just had some really sick choices too. Like Garg is one of my favorite Pokemon. Baxcalibur is so sick. The first guy to use the loaded dice set too. A lot of them are Clam. This Meowscarada is different. I think the Sash actually is really important to get like guaranteed 2 hits and be really fucking annoying with knockoff. Protect to stall with Salt Cure. Chuppa was running Choice Band, so this one's a little bit different. I also ran Mimikyu, but I ran a Curse set to help with Dondozo. So this team's actually really interesting. His Dondozo checks are not very intuitive. It's maybe Garganacl with Tauros or like Flower Trick, because it's important to remember that the Dondozo can just tear a dragon out of the Flower Trick. And then like what do you pin it with? Like, Play Rough or like the backs? Like it gets really tricky because all these mons get hit super effectively.
Yeah, I remember like before the final started, I was like, dude, I do not see how he beats Dondozo. Like I thought Chuppa had like had dodged Dondozo through the tournament. I was like, he must have just got a good bracket, because there's no way. Like I just don't see how this team beats Dondozo, and I thought Chuppa was gonna actually like win the regional.
Yeah, I think going into it, I also feel like Chuppa has a better matchup. But Jiseok's no slouch. Like, he's actually the GOAT. So.
Yeah, he's nuts. He's nuts. And I feel like this was where people started to see, like, that you can just beat Dondozo by just, like, playing well and pinning it. Like, I don't know. It was just, like, a really... I mean, let's get into the set. Let's get into the set.
Yeah, just don't be a loser idiot.
Yeah. So we're going to see Meowscarada and Golden Go for Jiseok. And then we have Meowscarada Dondozo, like you mentioned earlier, from Chuppa here.
Dude, they're meowing at each other. What the fuck?
I feel like this is such a scary lead for Jiseok, because like Meowscarada really can just mess up either one, and the Dozo can potentially just go for like the U-turn instant transform thing you mentioned.
I think that's such a safe play from Chuppa's end. Like obviously knockoff is threatening the Goldie here, but it's kind of like Jiseok has all the pressure against him. What the fuck is happening?
I don't know. It's like a flash. What's up?
I think we're just waiting for Jiseok to make his move.
Oh, I think it was just lagging. I think it was genuinely lagging. I forgot about the lag.
The games are glitchy as fuck. Remember, this is the first regional, like, in Scarlet and Violet too.
I forgot how bad
so we
the
see
games were.
Chuppa going for the fucking Terra Dragon. Jiseok playing really safe. Did Chuppa U-turn that slot too?
Yes, he did. And like
we don't know that for sure. No, he targeted the Goldie, the one that can protect. Okay.
Okay. I was gonna say the game would literally be over there, but yeah, that was a safe turn. This is open sheets as well. Our first open sheet tournament, right?
I believe so, yeah. Terra's like super important to have open sheet. This is actually really like, I know it seems safe, but this is kind of a great play from Jiseok. He's saying, like, you're really not going to click knockoff. You're not going to leave your Dozo like that. You're not going to, like, risk just losing your Meowscarada either. Jiseok just saying, fuck it. I'm going to attack with Goldie. I don't give a fuck if you knock off.
Yeah, I mean, he just stayed in front of it. He did not care. And now he gets a free Make It Rain. Like, that was no damage traded there, a U-turn, for, like, almost half of Dozo.
Oh, shit, no, dude. That's the speed boosting Dozo. We saw it go into the protection, still get the speed. That was just so stupid.
The speed boosting Dozo here does not matter that much. Like, now it does outspeed Meowscarada, but it's not a huge, like, there's no tailwind or anything here. So it's not as big of a deal.
Yeah, and here's the scary part for Jiseok is that, like, Goldie's in threat of dying now that the Dozo is fused. But you still can get a knockoff. If Chuppa's going for the kill on Goldie, you get a knockoff or you get a Make It Rain. And because it's unaware, the Make It Rain's doing the same amount of damage.
Oh yeah, that's true. Unaware was obviously important. Oh, we're actually gonna see him just switch out here. Oh, it's time for Tauros. I forgot how good Tauros was in this matchup as well.
Yeah, Intimidate spamming's a huge part of dealing with Dozo, especially because it's unaware, not oblivious, or clear amulet or any other bullshit. So Jiseok saying, I'm double switching, you're not going to get any damage out right now.
Yeah, and Baxcalibur now threatens Dozo with ice moves, obviously, with that loaded dice. You're just going to do a ton of damage.
Yeah, not Scale Shot at the time. I still think it's Glaive Rush, which is honestly a pretty sick move.
I don't think Skill Shot was in the game.
That makes sense. I was wondering if it was.
If it was, I think we might have seen it. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah.
No, I really like this because the order up's also speed boosting, so it can't even neutralize these Intimidates. Like, you can just protect backs and switch. Or, honestly, fucking Glaive Rush. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because Glaive Rush is doing so much damage. That move's so sick.
Yeah, and there's no way the Dozo kills with order up here. It's only +1.
That's true. That is very true. It is stab. It is Terra Dragon, so he does have the boost on it. But yeah.
Like Chuppa made a really aggressive read, wave crashing the Tauros. I think he would have gotten my ass. Just like here, it's like, fuck it, dude. You can't do shit to my Tauros. I'm just gonna CC and attack. Terra Water's so nice here too.
Oh yeah, it's so oh my god, he got it right. He got it right. That protect is psycho. I mean, like,
oh, he took order up. Okay.
I think that I feel like he totally could have attacked Tauros there.
Or just switch, dude.
Yeah.
That was a psycho ass fucking protect. He just read into Chuppa's soul and was like, why wouldn't you attack that slot?
Because like the Bax is a free Terra Water ice move. It's so good here, right? But yeah, now he's just chilling. Now he's so chilling. Every turn, I feel like he played perfectly.
Yeah, and Chuppa's saying like, dude, I have no health left. I have to rest. But it just gives Jiseok a free turn to damage and switch, or just damage again. You can't rest as infinitely. Like, you only have one Chesto Berry.
Yep, exactly. And now he's in he can just switch the Tauros out. He's in a great spot.
Yeah, I think Chuppa just like didn't get enough, positioning in, or enough like holes into Jiseok's team before fusing. Like,
yeah, true. I feel like that's always important. Oh, the Ice Shard.
Oh, he really thought that Ice Shard was killing, huh?
He really did. Now he's healing all the way back to full. But
I still feel like Ice Shard's not even the best play, because you usually you want to get something off the turn it dies, right?
I would think so, yeah. I think it was probably just always Icicle Spear, but it doesn't really matter. You still do have a lead, but that was like the first turn you messed up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think now there's not much Chuppa can do other than fish for crits, right?
I think so, yeah. But now, because now he's just gonna intimidate it again. So now it's at neutral. If it was the attack boosting one, it would have been going really hard though.
Oh yeah, no, it'd be in such a good spot right now. I think we don't know what Chuppa has in the back though. Like, if he can poke enough holes, because there's no recovery on Jiseok's end. Like, maybe there's a chance. There's not really any speed control either. The Scarf Tots might go nuts. He's getting some pretty valuable chip off.
GCX team's really nuts. It's just 4 guys. Like, the guys that he brought are just 4 guys who deal damage. There's no support moves. There's no, like, speed control. Like, it's just, we're 4 dudes that deal damage. It's kind of crazy.
It's your kind of fucking Pokemon, too. Like, you hate having to use your brain.
He's like, I'm going to click the super effective buttons and I'm going to switch sometimes.
That's all you need, dude, especially when you're playing Dozo.
It's true. It's perfect for Dozo here.
Yeah, I mean, I think Tauros is probably faster than the backs. But I don't think it even matters, dude. Just fucking, just kill the damn fish.
Yeah, once the fish goes down, then I think Meowscarada can go pretty nuts. He still does have
to dance
around the enemy Meowscarada though.
Yeah, that's why I think maybe having Intimidate in the back is really smart here.
Goldie comes in.
Come back to Golden Go. Although this is kind of risky, like you're getting a lot of chip on everything, especially with the EQ here. Like, it's neutral, but I don't know, it's still gonna do at least like 30%.
Oh yeah, it lags.
Wait, what? There you go.
It lags.
I was so confused for a sec. Yeah, no, the Dozo's gonna drop here, I think.
Okay, it does go down. Which I think he would have preferred it not to, right? It doesn't really matter, but
It actually would have been better if it like was just an ice shard range, but that was a 4-hit. It was guaranteed to do that.
okay. Because Chuppa does have 3 full HP guys. Like, he's not really like out of the game. He does not have Terra, but he has 3 full HP, and then Jiseok's guys are kind of chipped. Everybody's kind of low.
No, it is honestly kind of scary. I feel like ice shard's really big here though. Like if you can get the Meowscarada in ice shard range or the Tatsu, like it's gonna take a lot. I feel like Jiseok still has a pretty advantageous position. But the rest was really good for Chuppa. Just getting off those extra hits really softens things up for like, this fucking Scarf Tatsu Meowscarada, which is the fastest thing on the board.
Yeah, I feel like this is just a really safe turn for Chuppa. You just get to smack the super effective hits. Or I guess you get to Draco the backs, but yeah.
Yeah, the only problem is he's locked in. Like both of these are choice mons. So if Jiseok can like manage to pivot out of this, it's gonna be cringe.
Yeah, and he's just gonna let Goldie go down.
Yeah, this is scary too because the fucking Draco doesn't get the special attack drop. So now whatever Jiseok brings in is gonna be under threat of a full power Draco.
Yeah, I mean Draco and then banded knockoff. Nothing really wants to take that, except maybe Tauros, but I don't think he can. I don't think he can handle that. Maybe.
Can it live a Draco, dude? I don't know. I think it. Oh no, the Tauros.
Yeah, because
No,
Tauros is what you have to bring in.
Maybe.
Unless you try to sucker punch Ice Shard the Tatsu.
Ooh, that's actually such a clean play.
You could also sucker punch Ice Shard the Meowscarada. Or no, because it's dark. It's not grass type anymore. So you can't even do that. I feel like Chuppa's in a great spot.
Yeah, I feel like Chuppa really can win this actually.
I don't know.
Switching to Goldie is like really predicting the sucker punch.
I think that's okay though, because you are just a dark type on Meowscarada, which is so lit here. Protean popping off.
Also, being Sash Meowscarada is so big here. It's still having it intact. I think this makes the turn a little scarier than we had originally anticipated for Chuppa. Like, Jiseok really doesn't necessarily have to sucker punch. It can just attack.
Meowscarada was so
Goldie
cool.
coming in. Dude, yeah, you're a big Meow Meow fan, huh?
Alright, Ice Shard, but it's not a grass type.
Do you think you remember that? But now
I-
Flower Trick is going to do a fuck ton to it, too.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he just said, I'm just gonna double on the Meowscarada. Just get the guaranteed kill.
But the Ice Shard is really...
He just knocked off the Tots.
And it died.
Did he just call that?
Dude, I think he had to have, because splitting attacks there is so scary. Like, what if Chuppa just doubles the Meow, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Jiseok knew that Chuppa was at least targeting backs with one slot. He was like, I'm going to get the Ice Shard off. The knockoff is just the perfect play there, because it covers the Goldie and it gets rid of the Scarf.
Yeah, because getting rid of the Scarf means Tauros can deal with it as well. Like, you can just outspeed it with everything. But now Tauros can also just go down to Flower Trick.
No, there's no... it's locked into knockoff still.
Oh, you're
Chuppa's
right, you're right.
It's choice banned. But this is still tricky, because if Jiseok loses the speed tie, or like gets the 50-50 wrong, like I think Chuppa can win with just getting the double tap correct, right?
I think so. Is it just come down to a read? He just has to double tap one of
Wait,
them?
no. Can Jiseok just double attack? Just
Like,
CC and Flower
Knockoff
Trick?
or Flower Trick? I think so, but like, if you Draco and knock off Meow and then you CC, I think Draco might get Tauros down, right?
Because of the -1? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. 'Cause
Or
the
what if you
CC
CC the Tots? Do you think it lives?
Oh my god.
Oh
he
my
just-
god, the perfect protect. Jiseok doesn't even play these games. He's like, I don't do damage calcs because I don't need them. Why would I get the turn on?
He literally just soul read him there. It was literally like, he just doubles into it. Yup. Oh my god.
Dude, this is what makes us worse players. Like, it's...
I feel like the craziest part too is that this whole game he's just been nasty with protects. Like that's really what it came down to. He just got the protects right. Which is
I think
a wild
Chuppa's,
way to
like,
play.
overreading a little bit sometimes, where he's like, oh, like, I'm really worried about, like, you know, him switching out in the long game, and Jiseok's like, no, I'm just gonna read you every single individual turn, and you will lose the game because of this.
And it works. It works. Tauros does go down, but it does not matter.
Doesn't matter. Free knockoff into flower trick. It's done.
What a game. There it is.
Yeah, and this season, by the way, is like the start of Chuppa's like dominance in Scarlet and Violet. He top cut 2 ICs, the best finish at ICs that year, except for one person. That one person is in this video right now, and it is me. But he had a pretty crazy season. He had this regional run. He top cut a bunch of other regionals. Like, truly one of the best seasons of all time. And it all started with this fucking little fish combo.
Yeah, the Dozo went nuts for him. And he became like probably the best was he the best Dozo player in America by far?
I think he was. I think he got every top cut with it.
Yeah, he was nuts. He had like 3-4 top cuts in a row with Dozo right here.
Yeah, every variant was slightly different, but honestly, the Palma was just such a good buddy with Dozo. Like, he was so sick when he got the revival blessing off.
Yeah, no, I mean, Palma goes nuts. And yeah, I mean, I think Chuppa just knows how to like get the most out of Dozo. Obviously, almost did in this game. Like, he got it really close. It was a really close game.
It came down to quite a few reads, yeah.
Yeah. So he chipped everything down, and then he just got some of the turns wrong at the end. So he can't even be that mad. But this matchup, like, I mean, Jiseok just played that so clean. Like, I thought he was cooked. I thought he was done for. But he just got every turn right to just win the game.
Yeah, I think Chuppa got surprised by like the aggressive lead from Jiseok's end, and kind of fused earlier than he might want to. Like, he didn't get enough of an advantage where like the team kind of won by the time Dozo was dead. Like, he had to get the reads right, and you're not getting the reads right, dude. Jiseok's absolutely outswagging him here. Like, fucking look at him, dude. He's locked in.
The drip war, I think he wins. Like, he's looking pretty sick.
Dude, he's got the sweater vest on the fucking hoodie.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts. The Patagonia too.
He's locked in right here. Dude, look at, he's also just like, his posture, perfect, ready to win.
Chuppa feeling a little fishy, dude. He's feeling a little scared. Well, I can't blame him. You know, I've been down 1 in the finals before. It doesn't feel good. In fact, I pretty much always lose if I'm down 0-1.
I'm not a good finals player. I always lose in the finals, like of regional. Well, I used to. When
Yeah,
I
you got like
there.
8 second places, huh?
I think it's 4.
That's so crazy. I
It's
haven't been to 4
brutal.
fucking regional finals before.
It's brutal, dude.
Dude, that you're kind of like LeBron though.
2 and 4.
Dude, when do they start? Do you think?
Okay, I'm gonna skip ahead. Oh my god. God damn it. Game 2, Meowscarada Golden Go is the lead once again for Jiseok into Meowscarada Golden Go for Chuppa.
Chuppa was saying meow once again, but also being like, dude, that was a really fucking sick lead. I should try that.
They basically, like, this is it's a weird mirror though, because you do have Golden Go being one specs and then the other one is Life Orb. So it does come down to, like, I would say the speeds of the Golden Go as well. It is like really an awkward turn.
I feel like they both should be max speed at this point in the format, but I don't fully remember. I remember one of them being distinctly slower, and I don't know which one it was.
Because, yeah, I mean, like, you get to rip Terra Steel here, and you can just try to kill the enemy Golden Go that way if you want to.
Interesting switch from Meowscarada. Honestly, I was really scared of the knockoff into Goldie. But Jiseok baiting that, saying, like, actually, I want my Intimidate off now. Maybe my Golden Go will take the hit better this way. Also, maybe reading a Protector on Chuppa's end, just because Meowscarada is, like, weirdly the most offensive, like, Pokemon on the field.
Wait, does he just like live the hit now? Make it rain if he Terra Steals and goes for the knockoff? Oh, he didn't Terra Steel. I think he needed a Terra Steel. Nah, that wasn't gonna get it, was it?
No, that's actually not enough damage at all.
Ooh, and
and
he's faster.
Jiseok's faster. So maybe Chuppa's is the slower one. I honestly was gonna say maybe it's Jiseok because it's specs. But we see move first. It did a lot less than I thought, though. Chuppa's must be really bulky. Both of them not doing as much as I thought.
Yeah, he would have been at like a 1 if he went for Terra Steel, I feel like.
Yeah, no, that was a crazy turn, though. I feel like I'm not mad if I'm Jiseok. This fucking guy is locked into knockoff. Well, that's why I did so little. I forgot the specs was gone.
Yeah, the specs was gone. And also, like, the Tauros, the no Terra Steel from Chuppa there, was really, really nice because now Tauros can't pick up the KO with close combat. It can't kill it with Wave Crash either.
But it is slower, so Wave Crash Make It Rain is gonna kill it.
Ooh, you're right. But you could just knock
Or
off
even
the Golden.
Shadow Ball because it has the specs knocked off.
I feel like you could just knock off the... I guess if you Shadow Balled, yeah. But I feel like knockoff just kills, right? Yeah, he's out of here.
Oh, yeah, I totally forgot that knockoff was just gonna kill. The
Yeah.
choice band still hits like a truck.
Maybe Wave Crash does get it. Yeah, okay, he goes
I
for
honestly
it.
have no clue.
I forgot how strong Tauros was. The Calyxar left my brain.
Strong is not the word I would usually use to describe Tauros, but
No, exactly.
this format was different, bro. No Incineroar.
I thought Tauros was sick. I thought he was so fun to play. I love Tauros.
He was so fun, especially when we were running Mirror Herb.
Mm-hmm.
Like, King Gambit was crazy. It was in the format, right?
Yeah, King Gambit was good. King Gambit was good.
Dude, I can't believe we weren't all using that.
I feel like the SD King Gambits with Terra Dark, if we ran it back then, would probably go so hard.
Yeah, just win the whole fucking tournament as long as you have a dozer check.
Yeah, you would win the tournament every time because people did not know how good that was. Which is kind of crazy to think about because it's like seems kind of obvious, but...
Yeah, he's really fucking good. He's defiant and like the stats of a legendary.
Yeah, he's
Oh, that's what I had. I had King Gambit on my team.
Mm.
I think I did run him.
I think you did. I think we both did. So he knocks off the Meowscarada.
The Golden Goat, Jed.
Man.
Oh, you're saying Chuppa, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's choice man, so it's locked in. This is why like Jiseok's in such an like advantageous position.
And he
Pitches are just not great.
He sees. Okay, so now it's up to Doza to win the game.
Yeah, I feel like CC is also free there because of unaware.
Yeah.
Like you don't even care. Just get some damage off.
He didn't have to play the turn really at all there. He just got two free KOs.
And the Meowscarada's in before the Dozo can even order up. Like this is actually really nice for Jiseok.
Mm-hmm. And then it is a little awkward though because you do still have to kill this guy.
Do you think it's backs in the back again?
Oh, it's definitely Bax in the back again. That's why he's saving the Terra for him. Oh no, he blew Terra, so Bax wouldn't have it this time.
This is what makes it scary because Chuppa also has a free Terra Dragon.
So is it just a free order up into Tauros?
That's what I would do, honestly. But we've seen Jiseok's not afraid to just click protect.
Yeah.
He's like, doesn't prioritize switching it out. He's like, fuck it. I'm gonna just stay in and protect.
I really wonder if you do just get to go for a free... Yeah, dude, is he gonna call him? Is he just gonna fucking protect? He got him. He got him here. There's no way he messes this up.
Why would Jiseok mess up, dude? Like,
Why?
Again,
Why?
we're not gonna think about the calcs, whether like how many intimidates does it take for backs to, make the order up well. Just get the read right, dude.
Just get the read right, get him in free, take no damage, and win the game. Because even if Jiseok
Did them-
attacks here, I think this is a good turn for him. Oh my god, too easy.
No, he wouldn't do it, dude. Why would he take the
Too
fucking chip?
easy. Too easy. Oh
Dude, sometimes
my
when I go
God.
to a tournament, like I try and read my opponent's body language, or like the moment stresses me out.
Yeah.
But Jiseok's like an online goat, right? Like I don't even think he remembers Chuppa's there. Like I think he's just the plays have come to him like in a dream. He knows what to do anyway.
Yeah, because he was a ladder warrior. Like, he was really, really good at Showdown, topping ladder all the time. So people knew of him. He was kind of a legend. And it was kind of hype that he was playing in our circuit to get his Worlds invite.
I mean, I think he's one of my favorite players and favorite builders of all time.
Oh, his builds are sick. I'm a huge fan of him. Is he just... Did
I'm
he
trying
just
to
get this turn
remember.
right? Wait, slow down. Did he just get this turn right again? No.
No, I think Chuppa got the order up. This is just a safe play now, finally, from Jiseok. You just switch out to get the Intimidate, and now you can CC, like, honestly, Icicle Spear, do it again, should be fine.
And then you win.
I mean, the rest is a bit scary, but you get a free hit. Like, I think it's fine. I don't know, though. Is two order ups going to kill it?
I think that's the beauty of this set. It probably doesn't, right?
Dude, this is actually really close.
Yeah, this is super close now. And honestly, that turn was actually pretty good. Like, Meowscarada going down was sick for Chuppa.
Chuppa had to get that turn right to stay in the game.
Yeah.
Because I'm saying if you manage to kill the backs, Tatsugiri is going to 1v1 this Tauros for sure.
100%, 100%.
Dude, this might come down to some ice shard shit, dude.
Oh, the game's lagging. I thought he was terroring, and I was like, he doesn't have that.
He gets a second one, dude. This game's so unfair.
How could Chuppa ever win? All right, here it comes. So it has. If it two hits, it actually is kind of an interesting game, right?
Dude, it's got a 2-hit.
He crit him.
Are we getting game 3?
I
didn't remember
this.
this.
I thought it was a 2-0, dude. I swear I thought it was a 2-0. We're getting game 3.
Me too. Was that a crit? That wasn't even a crit?
No, it just killed him.
Dude, we were vastly underestimating Tauros. We were asking, not Tauros, Dondozo. We were like, is it a 2-shot?
No, it just actually one-shot him. Battle's canceled.
That's fucking crazy, dude. Dude, Chuppa sauced on him. We're so disrespectful.
We're
Sorry,
so
my
disrespectful. That was Chuppa won that game clean. He was never worried.
Yeah, he was like, this is so free. Meanwhile, we're shitting our pants, dude.
Thinking Bax is gonna take a 2-hit, dude. That was nuts.
That's why, dude, that's why it's 1-1.
Yeah, that's why
if
it's
that was
1-1.
us, it'd be 4-0 by now. So game 3 time. Honestly, now that I think about it, I'm reflecting. The Goldie lead put on so much pressure that it forced the Terra early. Like, if you can make it so Bax doesn't get to Terra, the order up does actually go pretty ham on the whole team. Like, you just Terra Dragon order up and it's fine.
Yeah, I think Jiseok was hoping that he would live 1. I'm sure it was probably a pretty close roll. We were just so off on that. But I do think that if he does live 1, maybe Ice Shard CC gets there. Maybe. Like
Icicle Spear, CC, Ice Shard.
Yeah,
like, I think
maybe.
it should, yeah.
But
You can always
sadly,
protect. Then there's the rest chance. But what is he doing this turn, dude? We see the
this turn's the
mirror
same
mail
lead.
again.
Yeah, and I think this time, Jiseok has to just not Terra his Golden Go. I think that's it. Just save that Terra for the backs and just win versus the Terra Dragon Dozo with your Dragon type.
I don't know, dude. This is a crazy play. I think Jiseok's ripping it again, dude. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, he didn't care what I said at all. He's just gonna rip the Terra Steel.
I think if he gets another Intimidate off it, he also just wins. So, this is really big, though, because Chuppa didn't Terra or Protect, which I don't really understand. Like, if Jiseok just goes for knockoff, which is pretty free because he's Sash. Yep, that's a beautiful trade. I feel like Chuppa just lost.
Yeah, I think now you just get the Make It Rain kill because it's single target, right?
Yeah.
Because last time it lived because it wasn't single target. This gives you so much damage.
The game's over, dude. What was Chuppa doing?
Chuppa fell asleep at the wheel in this one.
Dude, he freaked it. He freaked it. Future style, he freaked it, dude.
I feel like knockoff Make It Rain is like always the play. Like always. From both players. I think Jiseok was crazy in game 2 when he switched it out.
Yeah, I think the knockoff pressure is so good, but he conditioned him, right? He was like,
Yeah.
you know what? I actually meant to lose that second game so that I could do this game 3 and just win on turn 1.
Yeah, because now all Jiseok has to do, we know that Dondozo potentially dies to -1 order up, but now he just has to switch Tauros twice and he just wins.
Yeah, switch Tauros out for Goldie and then switch it back into Goldie. And get the knockoff or flower trick, whatever you want, honestly. Just fucking, as long as you get that Tauros in twice, like, you should be fine.
I think he's fine, yeah. And then you just sacrifice Golden Go. Yep, there
Yeah,
it
there's
is.
no reason not to. You don't even need it.
Tauros comes in. And now he's set. He's chilling. But see, that's
And
the
Chuppa
thing.
pretty much has to Terra Dragon. He's pinned because Jiseok doesn't have to read it. He can flower trick, just force it to Terra.
But the thing, too, is that I think Chuppa needed to save his Terra. That was the hard part of that turn 1. And why Jiseok just, like, punished it so heavy was he was like, I know you need your Terra for Dozo, otherwise Flower Trick just one-shots this thing, right? Or does, like, 70%.
Yeah, but that's why I think you protect Goldie like you did in game 2.
Yeah.
And even if, you don't get anything out of it, then you can bring the Dozo in, poke the holes in the team, and try and win with the Scarf Tots Goldie. Because this board is just never winning, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because now Tauros just lives even this order up. Like, I mean, not that it matters. You're switching it out. Like, now Tauros just gets to intimidate you, and then...
If you just switch out to Goldie, knockoff, get rid of, the Chesto Berry.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jiseok can taste it, dude. He's, like, eager to bite his switch. Like, he knows he's got the win.
Oh, my God. He just says, you know what? I'm going to get even greedier. You don't even get your damage here.
It's so silly that he gets the boost. Like, imagine if this was attack boosting, dude.
Attack boosting would have made this way more, like... I mean, like, Chuppa did make it close, right? But, like, it would have been much closer. And now you do
That's
switch Goldie up.
ridiculous, dude. Fucking just getting attack boost on the turn you switch out Intimidate into the Protect. It's not fair.
He just stays in with
Especially through a
Goldie.
sub. Oh my god.
Chuppa looks shocked in the corner there. He was shocked that he stayed in. He's like, I'll take my
I mean,
free
there's no
kill
reason to.
to switch in Toros.
Yeah, just why take extra damage?
Yeah.
You can bring it in safely this next turn. Actually, I'd
Knockoff.
probably go back. But yeah.
Yeah, you go backs and then you bring in Taurus in the Meowscarada slot. And as long as Chuppa doesn't crit you, you win.
No, this looks like this was such a clean win for Jiseok game 3. He like absolutely conditioned him game 2.
I also love that we got so many of the new Mons, like from Scarlet and Violet. Like every Pokemon on both teams are just new Pokemon, which was actually pretty nuts. They're actually so
I think
good.
it's something we talked about when the tournament happened. Was like we got like 12 different Pokemon, or what is it, like 10?
Mm-hmm. Because, yeah, I mean, all of them, Brax, Tauros, Meowscarada, Goldengar, all the new guys just popping off. And Dozo. Yep,
Fucked
now.
on Dozu. This is why we hate it. This is why Jiseok's our champion, dude. Love you, Chuppa. Love you, but I don't support your decisions. And you can choose to be better, bro.
Holy, he eats that. Now he's chilling. And the Glaive Rush, he just whips it out at the end there just for fun.
Yeah, that's Ice Shard range. Ice Shard CC is so free.
Yep.
Any reason not to do it? Can you think of any, officer?
No, sir, because you still have a Meowscarada on the back, too.
Yeah, and the CC is just gonna... Do you think it just one-shots the Tots? It's pretty squishy.
Yeah, I mean, I think Tots always surprises me with how bad it is. Like, it will pop out and you'll just get like one shot with Ice Shard or something. Not even close, but it's okay. Ice Shard
That's
gets
Ice
it.
Shard range. This was just such a dominant run. Like, shows up to a fucking American tournament, beats everyone easy, swags on him with sick Pokemon. This is why Jiseok's just kind of a legend in like VGC lore.
Yeah, I mean, that was also just so sick. Like, the way he played the team was just like, I'm just better than you. It just felt like he skill diffed you every single time I watched him play.
And I think a lot of people tried to replicate his like style and like the Garg and stuff, and they just didn't do as well with it.
No, he was just way too sick with it here.
But yeah, I mean, that was a fucking incredible game. Start of a historic season.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just kind of, if you want to know why we hate on Dozo, it's because of that shit, dude. This is it used to be worse, man.
He used to be worse. Now he's much more chill. Like, I actually, like, when I see him, like, okay, I'll handle it. You know, it's not too bad.
Fine. Oh, Aaron Zeng cameo, dude.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Let us know what you thought down below. We'll see you guys next
Man,
time.
we're trying to hit 4 mil.
4 mil. See you guys next time.